Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Forza Horizon 2 with another rally car build. My vehicle today is the Subaru 22b. Now, in all honesty, of the Evo Subaru battle, I tend to prefer the Mitsubishis. However, of all the Imprezas, the 22b is certainly my favourite. And I am very curious to see how this one will fare when we give it the rally car build treatment. Last time I built an Impreza, it was an awful long time ago, fairly early on in the series. It was very, very quick for the earliness of the series, if that makes sense. So there is certainly potential for the 22b to be another very, very good car. Rules for this series: the cars must be four-wheel drive. Well, the Impreza starts off as that. We must have the Storm Island off-road tyres, which is going to put us almost up into A-class, but not quite. The off-road gearbox for some nice, sensible gear ratios, which will put us up into A-class, and the off-road suspension to survive the bumps and the jumps. And let's face it, the Impreza should be able to deal with a rally course. Admittedly, it is quite low, but it's not as bad as some of the sports cars, the F40, the Mercedes C63 and so on, even the Clio V6, that was really low. I think we should be okay for dealing with the bumps and so on. Rest of the parts to make the car up into S1 class are up to me, so we will immediately go for brakes, we will go for handling parts. Roll cage, I am, how much are we going to, if it's going to weigh a little amount, I might go for it. 123. I think I'm going to probably want it in the Impreza. Yeah, we'll go with it. It's not too bad on the weight front. And we will chuck a decent amount of weight out, hopefully. Ooh, we will chuck a very decent amount of weight out of the car. That's good. I like to see that. We're down to 2,400 pounds. Nice and lightweight in the 22b. Tyres. What are we going to get on this car? I'm hoping for sort of 285s, maybe? 275s on the rear, but I think we should get 275s all around. Cars that start off at four-wheel drive tend to, yes indeed we do, tend to keep the same size tyres all around. So, okay, not quite as big a tyres on this as we got on the R34 Skyline, but they're still pretty decent, and having 275s on the front are also quite nice. Yeah, we may be a little bit down on grip on some of the cars. I think it should be enough, though, on the Impreza. We've got all manner of choices for front bumper, but we will go with the one that the Forza Aero 1 rear wings. What have we got? We got the the Impreza looks so weird without having a wing on the back of it. It's only this generation of it of Imprezas. We're going to go for the Forza wings. Have we got any? I mean, we've got all manner of different styles, but none of these are any particular good to me. Are any of you any lighter? They reduce drag, but they're all heavier. A bonnet, have we got a lightened bonnet? We do have a lightened bonnet that we can go for. No rally lights, though. Slightly disappointing. Having no rally lights on the Impreza. Okay, engines. Now, I'm planning on keeping the standard one. I was going to take a look at the turbo rally engine. There's always a certain amount of trepidation that goes with, do I go for a turbo rally engine? It is slightly heavier. You can get ridiculous torque figures out of them, but I think I'm going to be probably better off. It's also a lot more awkward to work with the turbo rally engine because you only can take off the restrictors rather than place individual parts. We could go for a V8, but I'm not putting a V8 in the 22b Impreza. We'll stick with it. I think it's quite a lot. It's an awful lot heavier. No, we'll stick with the standard engine in this car. We are only halfway through A-Class, so I'm thinking we're going to be able to get... Should be getting decent power out of this car by the time we are finished with it. Of course, get the exhaust on, get some more weight out of it. It looks like we're going to have to go for all the big engine parts if we're going to get this to the top of S1 class. Just looking at this, now we should be okay. It's going to be a little bit on the limit almost, but we should be able to be getting it to the top of S1. Yeah, I mean, we're going to stick on a lot of engine parts in this car. Tend not to bother with the intercooler or the oil and cooling. While these can add decent amount of horsepower, it doesn't actually in this case. They're also adding weight, so I'd rather find other ways of upping the power. Do we go for... What can we get out of that? Well, we can get another 14 horsepower out of that, get a little bit more weight out of it. And then we can stick that on. I'd like to have a couple of PI to put driveline and so on. Right, we'll go with that. And then we've got a couple of PI to stick driveline on, maybe clutch, maybe flywheel. And then we should be pretty good. I'm liking the stats on this car. I'm liking the look of things. It has put it all the way up to 900, so I don't think we're going to get any more parts on it potentially. But statistically, looking at it, looks promising. It does look promising. I will just have a look in case. Now we can't get a flywheel on it. 500, near enough 550 horsepower. Pretty good from a car in S1. Almost 500 torque, but it's the weight that's impressive here. It's only 2,400 pounds. That's very, very lightweight. So power to weight ratio on this car is mighty, mighty impressive. Concerns, well, the tyres aren't the biggest. They are certainly not too bad. The R34 Skyline had only slightly bigger tyres. They went very, very quickly, although the Ferrari had much bigger tyres than this car. So we may not quite have the ultimate grip from the Impreza, but I think this could be quick. I think the 22B could be a pretty damn fast car. Of course, there is only one way to find that out, and that is to take the Subaru around the Forest Brawler circuit, where I will have 5 laps to go as quickly as possible. Our current leader is the Ferrari GTO with a time of 57.5. That is a very, very fast lap time. As I said, I'm not sure the Subaru is quite going to be able to challenge the Ferrari. It could potentially, if we have enough grip, if it gives us enough grip, we could maybe see this car into the 57s. That is a very, very tall order, but if we do have enough grip, I could potentially see it going that quickly. It's all going to come down to, will it be sliding around, or will it not? If we have nice traction, yeah, I think this could be a very, very fast car, but let's see. How do we deal with turn 1? Pretty good, pretty good. Can we now be flat out through here? We can be flat out, or we can't be, only I've just started drifting a little bit wide. We can just about be flat out, but the back end is, as I feared it might, just as he's just wanted to come around. We are far too far to the to the right-hand side of the course there. That was always going to end quite badly. Ooh, bumping around. Let's get it into a gear and throw it at the second to last corner. How do we stick through here? I don't even have to lift through there. I was completely flat out. That was ridiculous speed through that second to last corner. We get good traction out of the final turn. Yeah, this is quick. This is pretty damn fast. Across the main jump, we're actually flying a little bit towards the tree line there. That's not really ideal. I don't want to be heading towards the trees. 1 minute 2 on a lap that I completely, from a standing start, that I completely messed up everything on the opening section is... This is a quick car. The 22B is a really, really quick car. It does grip through turn 2. I had to have a little lift through turn 3 because again I was slightly out of position. And again, I've been a little bit cowardly through turn 4. I actually went on the brakes. I actually get so much good grip through that turn 4 that I can position myself on the outside for turn 5, and I'm not used to being out there because I'm used to carrying so much speed through turn 4 that it puts you in an interesting position. Right, don't lift, don't lift, don't lift. The Subaru can do it. The Subaru can do it as well, which is so impressive through that second to last corner. And then we get the drive out of the final turn. This is a seriously good car. The 22B is seriously fast around here. Flies nicely across the big jump. This is going to be a monumental first flying lap from the Impreza. It's into the 57s already. The Impreza is fast. The Impreza is very fast. My fears of it not having the grip, well, I mean, you can just feel the back end at a couple of points is thinking about letting go, but it isn't only a just thinking about it. It doesn't ever really slide about. Although if you get a little too eager on the way into that corner, you will get some understeer. Apparently, which I wasn't expecting through there. You were still bouncing around. I'm almost positioning myself too well. I position myself for the sort of optimum racing line, but because of the bumps down there, that actually causes some problems for the car. So this turn here, it's ridiculous. It's just turning flat out. I've never had a car that I've trusted to do that before through that section of track. But the 22B is absolutely fine. There's some really impressive grip on this car. Right, across the big jump. Can we get it any quicker? Well, how do we do straight line speed-wise, actually? I'm paying attention on the previous laps. Are we as quick? Yeah, it's pretty much up there, 138. Perhaps not quite the quickest car we've seen in a straight line, but certainly very respectable. It's down here that I'm a little bit nervous of the car. Oh, yeah, it's not quite as nice through that turn 2, turn 3 section, where we get a little trouble, but nothing terrible from the Impreza, certainly. I just don't quite feel as confident through there as I did with the Ferrari. Oh, we attacked the jump there and attacked the invisible wall. That didn't really help matters. Yeah, we've lost some time down that section there. This lap here not going to be quite as impressive. I don't think, unless we can find a mega time through this final corner. It is very good around the final turn as well at getting the power down. Unlike we saw with the Jeep, where it was really struggling to find any grip there, was wanting to slide around, the Subaru just goes out of that final corner, which I am slightly surprised that this would have so much more traction compared to the Jeep, but there we go. It does do very, very well out of there. We're on to the final lap for the car already. Perhaps we didn't quite want third get through there. Now try and be brave through here. See, that's just that sliding through there slightly scares me, and then we're again out of position a little bit for turn 4, but we've carried some good speed around there. This is the line that I'm more used to down here, but got a big bounce on the landing. Come on, try and keep it together through here, and I'm not sure we're quite doing it. It's yeah, it's such a shame through that turn 2, turn 3 area that we have the issues that we do. You can just absolutely attack that second to last corner. It's very ridiculous through that. I've tried to carry more speed through the final turn than I probably should have done. I don't think we're going any quicker this time around. Across the jump, well, that's an interesting... okay, the Subaru wanted to point towards the sky on that one. It doesn't go quicker on the final run. Yeah, when you try and really nail it through the second and third corner, that section there is where we just lack the grip. It is only a tiny amount. It's just enough to lose that little bit of time. A 57.8 though is still monstrously fast. It puts the 22b up into third place. A very quick car. I've never had anything be able to attack that second to last corner in the way that this car can. As I said, it does struggle through turn 2, 3, 4 area, but that second to last corner is incredible. It is absolutely flat out in this car, and it will grip on the road. And it's not even a case of running off towards the wall and almost scraping it. It's it can just take that much speed through there, and the final turn is damn impressive as well. A very good car. The 22b is a very good choice of S1 class rally car. Yeah, going into third place. Only the 4th car ever to go under the 58 seconds around this track. Not quite as quick as the Skyline or the Ferrari GTO, but certainly not far off. If this had the same tyres as the Ferrari, this would be the quickest car. No doubt about it. If this had the same size tyres as that Ferrari did, it would be quicker around here, but it just doesn't quite have the grip of the Ferrari or the composure of the Skyline. Still mighty fast. It's only the first half of the lap as well that it struggles on. After that, it's phenomenal. Well, there we go. We have a new third place car in our rally car build leaderboard. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and until next time, goodbye.